Hi folks, welcome back to Our Shop Equipment. I'm going to take a few things and show you a few things in here today. Yesterday we went to the kickoff of the Drag and Drive up the Byron Drag Strip. I'm not sure how good you're going to be able to hear me because it's loud. It's very loud. It is an absolute great event. Today they're in Cordova, right on the Illinois River, at the state line towards the Quad Cities. I have somebody coming out. We did sustain damage to the shop Wednesday night in the storms, not Thursday, but Wednesday night in the storms. We lost some panels on the shop. I got somebody coming out today to fix those, thank God, because we're expecting more storms tomorrow. So my hands were very shaky yesterday, so some of the videos aren't real good. The Drag and Drive events are great. It's a family thing. You might have a father and son driving one car, and then the mom and daughter driving another car. They are anywhere from 20 seconds. There was an Astro van that ran 120 some miles an hour, or 130 miles an hour, or something like that, an Astro van. So this stuff's pretty cool. There's some crazy stuff. If you're into drag racing, I suggest you go. It's every day. Yesterday was Byron, Cordova, Tri-State, Wisconsin, and then back to Byron on Friday, which we may or may not go to. But anyway, we haven't made a video in a long time, so we appreciate you being here. Them videos are going to take up a lot of time, so I'm going to turn the camera around, and we've been extremely busy this week trying to get stuff done. Saturday we did Rusty Halo for their pre-war car show, which was a very nice event. I ran into a lot of friends we know, and it started storming about 2 o'clock. And so we had to quit that one. So we were in the rain on that one. Sunday we went to the Tri-Chevy swap meet up in Peatone. It rained. It wasn't as big as it should have been, and you know, because of this, a lot of people had stuff covered up. But we did get a couple good items. I mainly went to see if we could get parts for the 59. I'm looking for specific headlights for the 32 International. So, but we weren't able to get parts, but I did get a couple cool items. So I'm going to turn this tractor or my phone around and show you the shop here. And today's project is getting the mess cleaned up, getting the sheet metal put back on the shop, and this shop's 46, 47 years old. So it was nailed together. We're going to replace everything with screws eventually. So stick with me here. I'll turn this around. All right. As you can see, the 4020 is coming along beautifully. It's taking a little bit of time, but we've been just so busy, and he's not in a hurry. Got all the lights back on, the fenders back on. We do have to wire them, but I'm waiting for a light switch, which should be here today. The hood should go back on today. The cowling, hopefully, today later on when my son gets here to help do that stuff. We'll take the exhaust off, but you still have to, you know, the hoods are fairly long. So it takes 2 people, and you got to get the grommets down right for the fuel. We had it on once and it didn't fit, and we found out the hood came down and would hit the hose clamp for the this hose for the hood to come down for this hose for the gas fill. Don't worry, we got a new gas cap. This we've lowered a little bit so I can put the hose clamp down a little bit, and we should have plenty of room. But I'm going to take you over here. Yes, the shop is a mess. I'm just going to try to get you a little bit. You can see where when the sheets come off, it blew the drywall right off, and it made a mess. But we've been too busy to clean it up. One thing I am extremely grateful, that is the CNC plasma machine, and it never got hit. Never touched it, the best we can tell. So that is very grateful. That is the box and pan brake. So we're very grateful for that. So I'm going to take you outside and show you that. The outside of the shop, I am not complaining. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to show you the Piatone thing. I found a couple more pedal cars. Now the red one's nothing. It's just a common pedal car. It's not extremely old. It does have warning stickers on it. Older ones never had those. So this was old, but it's got good tires, got all 4 hubcaps. The green one, however, is old, all 4 hubcaps. The steering's a little out. It does have the steel steering wheel and everything, and they're both in beautiful shape. I think one lower fender wheel opening has been over a little bit on that one, but the estate wagon is really cool. It's got this great chrome accent molding on the front hood ornament, and then it's scuffed up, but very little damage to it. That right there on the seat, you can tell is damaged. The other thing we found was these 2 little bitty gas cans, and they're pretty messy, but we found these. They might be, the tank itself might be 7-8 inches tall, maybe even shorter, but we found these. Now, in Piatone, they have people, they have volunteers, they run around with golf carts with beds on the back and pick your stuff up for them and take them right to your car. And when me and the gentleman went around to pick everything up, we had these 2 pedal cars in the back, and we were slowly going around, and everybody, not everybody, but most people, when we stopped and went real slow or had to stop for people to come by, had to ask, what did you pay for that pedal car? What did you pay for the green one? And how much did you pay for each of those? Let the cat out of the bag. I paid $150 for 2 pedal cars, which is extremely good. Usually the red one you can get for about $125. So that was a pretty good deal. The guy did not want to drag him back home, so he offered $200, and he said, give me an offer after that. Dawn said, I'll give you $150, and he said, I'll take it. And we said, we'll be back. The 2 gas cans, we bought both of them for $5. So we got a couple good deals. We didn't get any parts that I wanted. If you're looking for a Tri-5 Chevy parts, 55, 56, 57, or Camaro parts, it was the place to go. I think it only happens once a year about this time, but we backtracked to Wilmington, and then the rain quit. So I'm going to take you around the shop here and show you what we got to fix today. There's all the limbs and stuff from trees getting torn down from our place, the son's place, his in-law's place. It is sprinkling now. The sky is a little bit dark, but you can see just that little bit of damage. I'm not going to complain. We still have the sheets, and they're fine. So right over there on the other side of those trees, our neighbor lost his entire shed. I think it was only a few months old, and all the equipment inside got scratched up and damaged. The sheets off of this, these are 14 think they're about 14 feet tall. They ended up clear in that field, and they were face down about 2 feet in the dirt. Dawn walked over there and dug them out. So on that note, like I said, I am not going to complain. The next night, the Streeter tornadoes hit. You know, people lost everything. Their homes, their buildings, you know. It hit the airport. I have a friend of mine we couldn't get a hold of. And sorry about the wind. We couldn't get a hold of him. And finally he called me Thursday night and missed his house by a quarter of a mile. And so we're real grateful for that. So I'm going to put, if you see, we evidently got a leak in the roof from a panel coming off, and it's got our welding bench completely, not completely, but get this back in a holder here. Okay. So on that note, we're going to show this video, and then we're going to add in the Dragon Drive videos. It's such a great event. You know, these people are pretty much living off of YouTube videos, doing this stuff. They travel all over the country doing this stuff. They do it in local track here. You have Sick Week down in Florida in late January, February. Then you have Sick Summer up here. You have Hot Rod Dragon Drive, Hot Rod Power Tour. So if you're into cars, it's really a great thing. So yesterday, we want to thank Tom Bailey, Motion Raceworks, Summit Racing Parts, Jegs Racing Parts, VP Fuel. Geez, who else was there? I mean, the sponsors on this are just great, and we got to meet some people and talk to some people that we know from Michigan and Arkansas and stuff like that. So enjoy the videos. One thing I did not say in those videos, drag racing, you don't want to dress up and do your hair and makeup really good, because you're going to leave there and stink. You have burnt rubber, you have alcohol, not the type you drink, the type you race with, high octane race fuel, a little bit of everything, and it gets on your clothes and in your mouth, and it really, you gotta love it though. It's not a, you know, the lowest cars run in the mid 6 seconds. Then you hook it to a trailer, but there's really some cool stuff there. So on that note, we appreciate you being with us. If you don't mind subscribing, leave us a message, give us a thumbs up. We'd greatly appreciate it. I know it's been a while, but as everybody knows, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for everything I have. We worked really hard to get this over since '88, I guess. And I always keep my final vision in my mind of what I want it to be, and search for that. So I have my bad days just like everybody else. This is my sanctuary. I can come out here when I'm in a bad mood, and I won't just sit here. I'm going to end up working on something. So, and then all of a sudden I just forget about that. So, positivity is a big one for me. And I got to thank my family for that. The 3 boys, the grandkids, because they're a wonderful help. So, hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the videos. They'll be back in Byron Sunday. They'll be at, I want to say it's Union Grove, but it's not, right north of Chicago, really, in Wisconsin. And it'll be out by the Quad Cities, Rock Falls, tomorrow, or in Cordova today. It's really a cool event. People just love to talk. I cannot control the language in the video from people around us. So I apologize if there's any of that, and I apologize for my camera being so shaky. The last video we did was a 90 style Firebird, and when he went to launch, the guts in the rear end and the drive shaft just come completely apart. Nobody got hurt, so it's a great deal. But so yeah, thanks for being here. We'll show some more videos. This getting done. Hopefully end of the week maybe. We'll have to do some touch-ups. I got to do the wiring. Once I get the light switch, it's supposed to be here today. I'm not a good wiring person, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and give us a comment. Tell you what you'd like to hear, what you'd like to see. And as always, stay possible and stay cool. Thank you. Hi folks, welcome back to Hard Shop Adventures. I know it's been a long time since we've done a video, but today we're in Sick Week Drag and Drive. So it's going to be kind of loud. I'm going to talk a little louder. For you that don't know, Sick Week Drag and Drive event is you get the race car and you pull one axle trailer every day to a different track. And it will end back Friday at Byron here. Byron, Illinois is a great place, this track. Thank you, Motion Raceworks, Summit, Tom Bailey, Sick the Mag. They put this on, and it's just an absolute great event. I'm standing next to this Bronco from Sick the Mag, 69. Really nice looking vehicle.
Thank you so much for being patient with us. It's one of those things that just happens on day number one. You have a lot of people that come out with fresh combinations.
$1 spent equals one entry to win this, plus $5,000 in cash. So basically all you have to do is buy a sticker and you get a chance to win this. All it takes is one entry. We got 70 in right now. Maybe more later. You get your tickets, and this will go on all week long. You get your tickets at Sick the Mag. It's already 30 entries. So there's about 300 cars here. They can range from 20-second cars in a quarter mile to 6-second cars in a quarter mile. We got a Roadrunner coming up behind us. So yes, you have a 6-second race car that has to pull a trailer and go on the road. It's very difficult because some race cars are not built for road cars. They're not meant to do 55 miles an hour for a long trip. I believe it'll be in Cordova tomorrow, Tri-State Wednesday. I think Union Grove. You'd have to check that on Sick the Mag on Facebook, and back here on Byron. Truck and trailer stays here. You break down, it cannot fix that car. If somebody offers to shop on the way there, great. You can send people for parts, stuff like that. But so we're going to take you around. We're going to show you some dragging, and it's virtually a car show. Every ticket's also a pit pass. So we're going to go around, a couple of people we know here. So stay tuned. And always be positive. We're going to have a good time out here today. Always be positive, be grateful for everything you have. So we'll talk to you in a little while. Thanks.
Byron, I like it.
Here's what I'm talking about. Folks, welcome back.
That's the
Look at
awesome
this
thing about the gas folks.
You never know what you might find at the winter races. Look at this crazy thing. This is just incredible inside-out drag
car.
car.
Roads all that well, but it sure looks cool going down drag strip. Here comes your next beer cart. You get another Fox Knox Mustang lefty inside, and another Chevy 2
That is pretty cool. I wouldn't mind driving this down the track myself.
Over on the right-hand side of the racetrack.
metal
This
plate
particular one belongs to Mike Silver. He is a multi-time summer participant.
We will keep you going and see you in the next video, the next clip. Thank you.
Okay, here we are, folks. This is Steve Morris in the wagon. You go to Steve Morris Engines on Facebook, and he builds I don't know if you heard that, but it was a 669.25 mile with that wagon, which is outstanding. But go to Steve Morris on YouTube, and when he builds engines, he machines the blocks and everything himself, the heads, and it's just crazy how he does it. He's got 2 dyno machines. He builds them for pulling tractors, drag trucks, just about anything. So I'm gonna click off here and we'll see you soon. Take care. Okay, I'm back, folks. We're on the starting line. And for you that's never been to a drag race, these cars are going to roll into what they call the water box. Just water, they're going to roll through there. And that's getting the tires hot. It's sticky. They do have rubber on the track. And then they're going to come up here. And this black box you see right here has laser beams in it. It has this pre-stage, stage, and then it has 12 more inches to the start time.
Chris Beetler, or Beitler. Looks like Beetler to me. 1989 model Mustang.
Trying to find a Christmas tree.
On the opposite side of the racetrack, the yellow Mustang. That's Kelby Hartman, 2015 model. The
Stay
first
with me,
year of the
folks. I can't find the Christmas tree.
Model Mustang battling back and looks like could make the finish line first. And will 1069, 129, 141, 121 miles an hour.
This is the Christmas tree. When they hit the first laser, the top yellow lights will go on. That is your pre-stage. The second, sorry, I know my hands are a little shaky today. When they hit the second stage, the bottom set of yellow lights will go on the top. Then them yellow lights will drop, and when that green light comes on, the green light means go. The red light means you went too fast. And you jumped the light. So you can see how fast those yellow lights dropped and went to the green. The object is, you don't see green. So when that bottom yellow light right there flashes, as soon as it goes off, that's when you hit the throttle. And then you just go like hell all the way. Sorry about that. And then you just go like hell down a quarter mile. There's red blocks. I don't know if you can see them. Them are timing blocks. You have one at 60 feet. You want one half track.
The hood latch did not do its job. Now the hinges did.
1,000 feet, I think that one is, and then of course the final.
One more
quarter
time,
mile. That is your runoff area. When your chute comes out, that gives you space to slow the car down, and then beyond that, where you can see the sand trap in case you miss it. So that's where you're at, and that's how it explains. This is not, drag and drives are not bracket racing.
Ludwig crew members out there.
They are for the
looks like we're
fastest
just gonna
speed.
rush it off here for just a quick couple minutes.
Is what they are for. So whoever turns in the fastest, the lowest elapsed time for this whole week, Friday when we're back here, will take top honors in each class. So that's basically drag racing. And what they're doing here is they're going to brush off the track for the next class. They're going to brush off the track. And that noise you hear, when they go by, it's pads of rubber, basically old tires. And from that 60-foot mark, they're just laying rubber and dragging that rubber onto that track. And hot rubber, and the sun's on the track today, hot rubber makes for a better launch on it. I don't know if I can get up high enough that you can see it. They also do use tractors with 4 slicks on the back running backwards off the PTO of the tractor. They'll do that for the heavier classes. So, I got a friend suggestion. So yeah, that's what it is. And
so folks, while we have a quick minute here,
we're at a stall.
Touching up that racetrack. Veronica and the staff here wanted to relay.
We're at a stall way to do that, and they'll fire them back up, and we'll do some more videos. That's the announcer's track right there. He's got the best view in the house.
Just wanted to relay that not only does Veronica, but the rest of
we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
It could be a tunnel ramp combination. He'll line up next to the colorful Dodge Dart on the opposite side of the racetrack. That is Jason Hansen's 1972 Dodge Dart Stinger Edition with the first-gen Mickey Thompson wheels on it. Studebaker pickup truck out in front of the Dodge just comes around at the very last second, 1090, 124 miles an hour. This is Riley Graviak, 1937 model Chevrolet Coupe. Beautiful hot rod with the slotted mag. On the green car on the left-hand side of the racetrack. The Mustang on the opposite side of the racetrack. That is Karen Vanderbilt. The 2018 model Mustang GT on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, Riley Graviak is waiting around to figure out if it's Roush Edition or not. At 37 Chevy will get to the finish line first. 10:54, 124 for Riley. 11:95 to 113. I like how the Graviaks all kind of turn around and look at each other, and if they nod real fast, and that means they'll get run good.
Much of a burn out there.
And then I get an additional thumbs up just to reinforce, yes, Derek, the run was good. So we're good. Thank you for asking. Our next here, Owen Thomas left side, the 98 model Pontiac Firebird, the first year for the LS Pontiac Firebird. On the opposite side of the racetrack, another Pontiac 4th Gen, and Brian Rose, the 38 model Pontiac Coast. Out of all the cars we have, we managed to somehow pair up the 2 red 98 model Pontiac Firebirds.
One
One of them a little quicker than the other.
One with altitude top
133
one.
right side, 1131, 110 miles an hour left side. Our first from the Kurzak family, this is Jeff Kurzak, the Pro Charge Gus. Dodge Dart left hand side. That's Carl Ranisian. Brings it down, going down the track next. The pickup truck of Paul McCullum, the 2003
Look at this
model RT,
beautiful
1161,
71, 72 Chevelle. Check this one out in the pits. It's absolutely gorgeous car. Phenomenal paint job on it. My brother Rose had the 72 Chevelle, and it would run in the upper 12s, low 13s. So it's really a beautiful car, comfortable to ride. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Here comes your next pair, Chevrolet Chevelle left-hand side. 1971 model based on the parking lights. Going up against the Chevy Camaro on the opposite side of the racetrack. The Camaro belongs to Dean Wilhelm, the 2017 model Camaro. Now did not get staged quite in time. Camaro will go down the racetrack.
The Chevelle stalled for some reason. Like I said, this is not an NHRA, IHR event. So they knows if the car stalls, you're done. So it looks like they're going to give them another chance here. They rolled the car back just a little bit to get out of the
so once again, I have called
staging lights.
He is a Dodge through. Taking the staging lights. D as in David, he is a Dodge. Now, the Chevy Chevelle on its way. Left side of the racetrack looking for something in the 11s. 11:45, 119 miles an hour for the Chevelle. Nicholas Weeder comes up next, the 1985 model Z100 pickup truck. Nick will line up here, opposite the Pontiac Trans Am, left lane of Cooper Wiley, the 97 model Trans Am, the final year for the LT1 design power plant. Wider, driving the D100 Dodge, and he has competed in several sick events.
Backfired.
Come off the starting line of both of that problem. That Trans Am literally just exploded the rear end as we see the drive shaft is sitting completely on the ground. And Nick White also has problems. So both of them come off the starting line and both of them stop within about a car length of the starting line, and that is side-by-side carnage, folks. You see on the live stream that there is a whole bunch of broken parts and a drive shaft that just got pulled out, and normally the rear end gear is not supposed to come out with it. And that means gear lube. That's going to take a while. The drive shaft, in addition to being slightly mangled, has a gear at the end of it, and that is no bueno. So unfortunately,
that poor gentleman blew the rear end right out of that car.
Now, Nick White, I'm not
That
sure
took a lot of power to do that. So
I don't see anything under
the truck, I'm not sure what kind of problem it had.
We might be able to push it back. I'm not sure if it's broke or not,
but so we're going to be on a shutdown for a while. We're going to go.
Yeah, we had a
Excuse me, the burnout smoke is getting to me. They're going to push this one off. They're going to have to clean the track again. So we'll be back shortly.
It might be a little bit